Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so today we're going to put the Zealot S95 up against a few other speakers. The Zealot S95 is on the right. It is on Amazon normally. They're currently out of stock. You can get it on Temu for about 150 bucks. Shipping, at least in the US, is saying around 3 to 5 business days. Somewhere in that area, so really not too long of shipping. I've bought a few different speakers through them, so it is reliable, at least for what I've gotten. And as soon as the Amazon has them again, I will put the link in the description for that. Amazon was at 200 bucks, but basically like a $50 and $60 off coupon. I got my S95 for 140 bucks. Great speaker. I'm loving it so far. Really quite a good speaker from Zealot. Probably one of my favorites by far. They've just been able to pack quite a punch into a relatively condensed speaker. And we're going to put that up against the W-King X20. That's on the left. That one is on Amazon. It is about 300 bucks, but they do always have coupons going. Right now, what they do have is bringing it down to around 240 bucks, so a bit more expensive. W-King has come out with some updates. Sounds great. Great speaker. I love it. Good bass. Super loud, especially on battery power. It's louder than any of these other speakers that I have on battery power. If you plug in the Tribit Stormbox Blast 2 into battery, then you can get them pretty much to the same volume level, but the Tribit has to be plugged in. And all except for the Hopestar A65. That one is just louder than every speaker I have, no matter what. Just a beast, super loud, but it doesn't have as good a sound quality, so it's got that trade-off. But anyways, back to these two speakers. Let's go ahead and compare these. Just know that the Zealot is going to be closer to that $150 mark, no matter what you're buying it on. And the W-King, you can get it for cheaper than the 240, but typically that's what you're going to pay, and that's usually where the price point is at. Although I have heard some people get them for even lower, like 170 and stuff of that nature. So Zealot's cheaper on almost all the occasions, but the W-King is super well built, beautiful. I've got it on the firmware update 2.4.3, I believe. It's the newest one. Sounds great. My own custom EQ. I've put my custom EQ up in the community post on YouTube. So if you want to check it out, you can test it out, see if you like it, play around with it, all that kind of stuff. Zealot is going to be in the standard EQ. I think sounds the best. Vocal EQ is not bad. The Zealot S98, I think the vocal EQ sounds better, but just depends. Zealot's bass boost mode on the 95 is also pretty dang decent, but we're going to start these off. W-King is going to be at 50%. Zealot's at about 40%, and we'll keep them as volume match as possible. All right, let's go.
Hey,
W-King.
I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So nah, I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just
Zealot.
ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So nah, I can't debate. Ay, what the be wrong with y'all? On my no, and I ain't just called to stall. I'm really trying to knock down all you walls. These talk tough, it's
W-King.
they call the law, and I really do rock with me. So tell me why I need y'all applause. Good God, y'all lame as better stick to your lane as well. Look like you made it fail, and they could let no shade prevail. And I feel too blessed today. I just got paid like yesterday, and I think I fooled the ride. So baby girl, put your away. Like, if you broke, just say that.
Zealot.
Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So nah, I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. Now we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, what the be on your mind? Hating on me like all the time.
W King.
You lame as think about me, get on your grind. Them boys too internet.
Let's bring them up a little bit.
Good pack cigarette. Can't see me, my
About 60%.
You weak, you jives. Phone too dry, no clientele. I thrive, I'm live and well. Sold out show, I'm live as well. Smoked out, been
Zealot.
can't find me, just find the smell. Invest out, buy and sell. Claim they rich, bet time I tell.
45%.
Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just
W King.
ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. Now we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate.
Alright, let's do some gas money. W King. Let's bump it up to 70% and get the Zealot up to probably 50 or 60%. Should be catching up volume-wise now.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide.
Zealot.
You feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Hey, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. They don't plot on my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top
X20.
line, bottom feeding, dotted line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, I'm feeling great. Got a day with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't.
Alright, let's do some top speed. Still on W King. Bring it up to 80%.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy, go faster, ayy.
Zealot.
Faster, ayy, go faster, ayy. Don't wake up, go dumb. I'm pretty god like a nun. I'm put that on my
75%.
I'm go like 3-2-1. Don't smoke, I need my lungs. I stack and feed my funds. I'ma do this at fun, ayy. I'm blasting, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up.
X20.
Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. You do you, I do me. I'ma take this overseas. I'ma do this for my seeds. Why you hear it spin bling? You heard top speed, that's me. You heard add it up, that's me. You heard way up, that's me. I'm a soundtrack, ayy. I'm blasted, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, speed it up.
Zealot.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Go faster, ayy.
Both at 80%, sorry.
Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy.
W King. Alright, we're gonna do last song, 100% volume, starting with W King.
You will never understand what I went through. You never were a good listener.
Zealot.
Listener.
100%.
You will never
King.
You think you can talk sense to me, like we're gonna be okay. We're not okay. So this is gonna take all night. Don't wanna waste no more time, yeah, you're damn right. Already gave you my loved ones, but now I'm fed up on it.
Zealot.
Because we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo. So move along for God and shadow. Better get it right this time around. Yeah, we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo. So live along for God and shadow.
W King.
It right this time around. I never heard a silence so loud before. I'm gonna love every minute of it, every second of it.
Alright guys, I'm going to stop there. I think that gives us a good idea of how both of these speakers sound. Now, I will tell you really quickly, both of these speakers are super loud. W King's one of the loudest speakers, definitely hands down. I would say it does seem slightly louder than the Zealot, but the Zealot actually is keeping up in loudness, like almost to a T. The volume steps are weird, so, you know, like 40% on the Zealot is like 50% on the W King, and then you have to take it up to, you know, 50% on the Zealot's like 70%, and then once you get up to 80%, they're both about on the same level, and then 100%, they're both about on the same level. So the volume steps on the Zealot's really weird. It has a lot of volume at the get-go, and then it kind of doesn't go up a lot of volume when you hit the upper notches, and then once you get to 80 and 100, it's louder. So my Zealot S98 is also weird with the volume notches, so just keep that in mind. It does make it a little harder to battle them, but I think I was able to get them relatively about the accurate loudness of each other for each step. Both of these speakers sound really good. I love the Zealot S95 right now. Like, it sounds great for just two tweeters, two woofers. They did that combo super well. It's easily louder than the Earphone Uboom X, DB Source F29 Max, the original Tribit, Tronsmart, all those. Basically just as loud as like the W King X20 and the Tribit Stormbox Blast 2 when it's plugged in. And they're able to make it sound good. A lot of speakers sound really strained out the higher volumes, especially the two-way speaker systems. This Zealot sounds good all the way up to max volume. The W King also sounds good all the way up to max. They have had to do some firmware updates. The first firmware update on the X20 helped fix the bass boost mode and made it sound, the EQ sound even better. The second update, to my ears, made the lower bass better, made the highs better, just a better listen all around. So through firmware updates, I do believe that the W King has come a long way since when it was first introduced, which it still was a kick butt speaker when it was first introduced. I think it just sounds a lot better now even than it did. When you custom EQ it, you can make it really sound quite good. The Zealot doesn't have an app and you cannot custom EQ it, but Zealot actually did a really good job EQing them this time. Some of the ones in the past I haven't liked as much, like the Zealot S98. I don't like the bass boost on that as much. I feel like it's more upper bass that it boosts. However, on this Zealot, the bass boost mode actually works really good. It does make it slightly darker than the standard EQ, but that's okay. It makes it have a lot more bass, and it does sound way warmer in that EQ. The standard EQ, I think, sounds best, though. You get the great highs, the good lows, all around. Both of these speakers are bass machines, though. If you want something with bass, both of these are going to outperform a lot of speakers bass-wise. The Tribit Stormbox Blast 2 also has a ridiculous amount of bass, so those are all three kind of the higher bass speakers, and they sound good doing it. It is really hard for me to pick a winner out of these two. I think either way, if you've got one, you're not going to be disappointed with either one. So I think the W King X20, I think the bass is able to produce slightly lower, a little bit lower in the hertz. And it is a little bit smoother, well-rounded of a sound. The instrument separation and everything else that the W King can do due to its three-way speaker design system is a little bit better in my opinion. The Zealot does it super well. I love the bass. It's really punchy. You can feel it in your chest with both of these speakers. The Zealot has a little bit more kick drum bass to it, whereas the W King I feel like maybe has a little bit lower hertz bass capabilities. Both of them sound actually fantastic. It's really hard to say one's better than the other. If you're strictly only looking for volume, the W King X20 does go a bit louder, and I think outdoors it's going to retain itself a little bit better. Indoors though, it's super close, really well balanced, good speakers. I think the W King comes out on top by a little bit, but man, that Zealot is putting up such a dang good fight. Like, I haven't had a Zealot speaker that I've loved as much as this one. I mean, and for the price, you're getting the amazing price. And I love how big the passive radiators are on the side. You can see those things just humming along, vibrating like crazy. I mean, for a two-way system, it's probably one of the best two-way systems I've heard. They've done a great job. It does have great sound, great lows, highs, mids. I mean, all the way around, they did an insanely good job, which is surprising for Zealot, but they are actually stepping it up. I really love the S98 as well, but it didn't have as much of the bass at the lower volumes that you're missing, and you know, they've just really been able to hone in that clarity, that bass at the lower volumes and everything. Really excited to see they've got quite a few more bigger speakers coming out than the S95. I'm going to get the ZE-01 I think next, which is I think just the upgraded version of the S95. Really stoked about where Zealot's heading, and if they're already knocking it out of the park at this point as well as they are, really good. Overall design and everything though, I think the W King's design is a little smoother, a little better, little more, it's a, you know, boombox look. The Zealot kind of looks like a big JBL Go, and I love it. I think it's awesome, but no handle. You can only use it with the carrying strap, and it's kind of too big to just kind of lug around with your hands. So would have been cool if they would have made a handle with the capabilities of hooking a strap like they did with the W King X20. All in all though, guys, the Zealot wins as far as price for performance. You're getting neck and neck almost, you know, as good, dang near as good as the W King X20, and you're paying like $100 cheaper. So that in and of itself is just insane. The Zealot is like the same price basically as the Earphone U-Boom X, and can go above and beyond in certain ways than that, and the Tron Smart and other speakers, DB Source F29 Max, is going to go beyond that. Let's put it up against the Tron Smart Bang Max next, because they are basically in the same category of price, and see how that does. Hopefully Tron Smart comes out with a new version eventually, but I do like the Tron Smart Bang Max for its price. It's super decent, and you can EQ it and get it to sound pretty dang good, and it's got a lot of bass. Can distort though, so I mean, they all have their problems, they all have their ups and downs. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton, and we will see you on the next video.